Hi everybody. Okay, this is my prediction for the UK in the next, well, my lifetime. I'd say maybe not 5 years, but I'd say in the next 15 years max. Paedophilia will be legal. I have said this in one of my very first videos. It was a live stream before they put it up to 1,000 subs. The fact that the most popular name is Mohammed now for little boys in Glasgow, in Birmingham, and many other cities. Glasgow has still not been exposed. Rochdale has been exposed. Over 14,000 children were groomed and sexually abused. The police walked in, and there was literally a lineup of naked Pakistani descent Muslims, and also even white Muslims, all kinds of Muslims, all beards, no moustaches, jihadis, naked, wanking themselves off. Sorry my fucking language, I don't give a fuck, this is disgusting. When it comes to children, I get so angry. And they were lined up. They'd got this little girl at 11 years old. I'm sorry, but I'm very petite, right? And I've got the body, I fit into my 14-year-old schoolgirl's clothes, but my face shows you that I'm not a little girl, you know? This little girl looks like a little girl. She was fucking 11. 11 fucking years old, you cunts. And I swear to God, do you know what happened? Did you think that the naked men wanking off on the stairs got the jail? Jail means prison in Scotland, by the way, because we don't have fucking, like, in America, like, oh, a jail, like, and then you get bailed out and shit. No. We go to prison and fucking have to wait until we go to court to get remanded, and the prison and the remand hall are the same thing. So it's like, yeah, you get a few different things. Like in prison you can work, and remand you have to rely on people sending you money. If you don't have family, you're fucked. But luckily I've got a lot of friends, so in prison from my younger days before I became a Christian, when I was in the YOs, it probably did save my life being in prison that many times. Do you know, and it was all for words. I remember I told you I got 5 months for calling a man who identified as a man, and I'm Asian and he identified as Asian. That's the political correct term in the UK for Muslim is Asian, which is racist in itself. But back to the story. So the police come in. You're a man, right? You're a bunch of men. You're fathers. You walk in, you see a little girl, paralytic, 11 years old, naked, rolling about, can't even see, in such a state. These men, one man was on top of her having sex with her. The rest were about to have sex with her. What do you do? What do you do? They fucking arrest the little girl for drunk and disorderly. This is a fact. You can look it up. A fact. They arrest the 11-year-old girl. Rochdale was so bad. Everybody was so terrified to be called a racist. I'm sorry. Let me see. See, when I was down in Brexit filming people, like the police, and I was chasing them around, they would run like they were like fucking little cockroaches running, mate. Honestly, it was too funny. Like I'd be up in the camera writing their dial, like that means face, right? And I'd be saying, "Here, what would you rather do? Let a wee lassie get raped or be called a racist?" And they just run because they knew exactly what I was talking about because they'd done it so many times. And like there was parents who literally had their children abducted, and they would be banging. They'd do all the right things. Like if that was me, it'd be skull and bones. I mean, like I'd go John Wick style. I'd be like fucking taken. I'd be like, they're about to take you. I'm coming to get you now. Liam Neeson style, and I'd be like, armed right up. And people that see all these idiots. I saw a comment on this stupid channel, and somebody had wrote something about they were talking about guns, and this idiot. He got. I didn't even need to spank him. Someone else that was like, I think he was Australian or something, American. Sorry, spanked the fuck out of him for me. I was like, proud of you, mate. But this idiot went, ha ha, like, because the UK, this guy from the UK said, something about, like, yeah, he was saying something. I can't remember the comment, but like this idiot went, ha ha, it's your own fault. You should never have let them take your guns. And I was like, I was about to write, you fucking spaz, like. I wasn't even alive when we had guns. Farmers have got guns, but we never had guns. So what are you talking about? Like, it's gangsters that have guns. Trust me. I could get a gun right now if I wanted to. But the Scousers' guns, I'm sorry Scousers, I love you to pieces. Your guns, you have to admit, every time you buy them, the reason they're half price is because when you pull the trigger, there's a lot of times they don't, what's the word? You know when you pull the trigger and it doesn't go off. Like, so if somebody's running at you, you're like, bang, and it doesn't go off, you're fucking dead. So I'd rather spend, instead of £500, I'd rather spend the grand and get a gun that's Scottish, that I know that I pull the trigger, it's going to go off. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I pay the £500 extra more, because I'm not going to be like click, 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 until finally I'm dead and I've managed to shoot them like as I'm dying. Yeah, that's a win for me. Anyway, back to the paedophile. Sorry, I'll say that in a second. Back to the paedophiles. Yeah, Rochdale's horrific, but the thing is, I grew up. You need to remember, I'm at south side of Glasgow. Never been exposed. I honestly can remember, like, I was a teenager, a young girl, being spat at on the street, just watching my older videos, like, seriously, like, women's in burqas spitting at me on the street. Me and my friend, like, calling us whores when we were, like, virgins and stuff, like, just horrific shizer. Like, and, they've got Sharia court. Nicola Sturgeon is a dog. She basically went around and promised, if you make me Prime Minister and vote for me, like, I promise. She went around to all the mosques, the dodgy mosques, and said, if you like, I'll let you have Sharia law. But they call it Sharia Council and Sharia Patrol. They already got that, so what else the fuck do they want? Well, I know what they want. They want world domination. Because I've read the Quran. I've read your Quran. I've read it. Yes, Jesus was a prophet. But guess what? You're saying he's not the son of God. And also, you're also saying, like, Muhammad, this redhead man, who is a paedophile, I don't care what anyone says, anyone that masturbates in between the legs of a 6-year-old child is a paedophile. And then it has to get wee Aisha to wipe the semen. How much is he just covered in spunk from head to toe? Like, literally, like, just spunk everywhere? Like, does he not, like, know that spunk goes inside of a girl? Like, what, does he just go, oh yeah, my jizz. Sorry for insulting your prophet, but yeah, he sounds like a bit of a fucking weirdo. And I'm sorry, he was epileptic as well. Tongue bar gets in. But anyway, yeah, my prediction for the UK, I believe even if we get Brexit, I think we need a revolution. Like, I'm not calling for a revolution, I'm not calling for violence. I'm just saying I think we need change, because the government system isn't working. I will be voting on the 23rd of March, 100%. I've got my thing in. I'll be voting UKIP, obviously, because that's all, we don't have For Britain or Britain First or anything like that where I live, unfortunately. So the only ones I've got is UKIP, and UKIP are the only ones that are signed up for free speech, and obviously For Britain and Britain First. I know that's a bit of a mouthful. I'd like to vote for For Britain or Britain First, but they're not on the list. The only list, I checked out the list, the only one is UKIP. So we won't vote for them, and I think it's fucking disgusting what they've done to Carl Benjamin. It really is. Like, I mean, imagine they took out, like, that's like getting like 5 of my videos from the 4 years, and like Frankenstein and fucking thing where I said I love to be like I love pedophiles, like, and blah 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 blah, when people know like stuff has happened to me and things. And that's just disgusting. I mean, this guy's a father. He has children. That could have ruined his life if his marriage wasn't as strong. But do you know what? Good always overcomes evil. God bless you all. And I just wanted to say, I hope you're all doing good. And yeah, I'm telling you, do not act all, oh, I'm so shocked when paedophilia becomes legalised. Do not dare come to me shocked. Do not even dare, because I will literally punch you in the face. And I mean that. Like, I won't actually punch you in the face, because that's a threat of violence, but I will literally nearly punch you in the face. I will punch you in the face with my laughter, because I've been saying this for like a long time now. When you introduce an ideology that it's acceptable to rape and abuse, and you can have like you can be married, but you can get married for a night to a prostitute and things like that, and that's all in the Bible, then what the fuck do you expect? Like, seriously. We're living in a clown world. Honk the funk. Honk the fuck honk. Seriously. This is the biggest, like, and as my friend from New Zealand said, when things that were up are now down, things that are now side are now the other side, things that are now left are now fucking diagonal. It's just, everything is crazy. That's my child tail. It looks like a rat's tail. But yeah. I mean, the LGBTQI team have literally added a P. Do you know what the P stands for? Paedophilia, because they said it's not the paedophile's fault. It's he was born that way. He was born that way. Just like you're born gay. Well, let me tell you, I have been in prison. You are not born gay. It's a choice. because I have met many gay first day girls who go and see their boyfriends at the visiting room, and then what they do is, because it's either for protection, for comfort because they're lonely, maybe the other girl's got drugs. There's always a reason. Everybody's got that bit of gay inside of them, which is a sin. It's a sin. But every female, I don't know about every man because I'm not a man, but every female, I'm sorry, my scar's showing really bad today, I need to fix that. Don't know what it is, like sometimes my scar doesn't show that bad, but it's showing really bad. Aye, that was the hatchet. Yeah, luckily you can't see that. Oh yeah, you can actually. Luckily you can't see that scar. Yeah, you can. Anyway, back to the story. Yeah, so anyway, if you're wondering what happened to that side of my hair, you're gonna laugh. Well, I'm not gonna laugh that much. I need to wash it. I kind of was very tired because I didn't get much sleep last night. Fell asleep on a bar of delicious Galaxy caramel chocolate. And yes, this is chocolate in my hair. Yeah, it was like, I literally fell asleep. No, you can't eat chocolate, you'll die. You'll die. I fell asleep on that and it was all melted. Like half of the bar was melted and I like fell asleep like that. It just all melted into my hair. No, chocolate kills dogs. Anyway, right, sorry, back to my rant. So yeah, I mean, the police literally, like, Glasgow City Council, Nicola Sturgeon, if you can't run your fucking own back garden, how the fuck can you run a country? And see, for this, I was on a live stream with my New Zealand friend, and this idiot, like, she was, like, talking about, Glasgow doesn't have a problem, what are you talking about? And I knew straight away the way she was talking, she was from up north, and I was like, you're a fucking Highlander, what are you talking about? Turned out she was from Perth, and I was like, exactly, I said, you haven't experienced the problems we're experiencing, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, somebody living in an all-white area, she lived, like, go on to Google Maps and look at Perth, it's still Scotland, then go to Glasgow South, and look at Glasgow South and zoom in, you look like you're in Afghanistan. You can see the difference. You can see what multiculturalism does. It's not pretty. Not pretty at fucking all. It's fucking disgusting. And paedophilia will be allowed. Do not dare come to me shocked. Do you know I have had literally, I'm sorry to say, you're a lovely lady. She had short hair. She was clearly a lesbian. She was clearly the butch. She'd be classed as a butch dyke. I'm sorry. I love you. You're beautiful. But she's got nowhere to go because she says she loves my channel, but she doesn't like the religious chat because she grew up Jewish, and she's not a religious Jew, but she knows that because her mother was Jewish, she'll always have to be stuck a Jew. But she's not sneaky at all. She's amazing. She says the God I knew growing up was an angry, vengeful God. He was hateful. He was horrible, and she said she always knew she was gay. Now she says she was always with the LGBT community and she felt at home. She says now the fact that they're like embracing, like for the past few years they've been embracing Islam, she says she can't understand how you can go from, and also trans women, the trans women in Islam, they're gonna be the ones, by the way, also that are gonna bring down the LGBT fucking idiots in that own Benjamin. I want to punch him so hard in the face it would knock him back to, I don't know, knock him back to when he was maybe like not as baby-faced. Oh yeah, he's always been that baby-faced. He looks like he's about 2, seriously. I mean, I know you can slag me and say, oh, you've got no makeup on, you look rough as fuck, you need to fix your hair. Do you know what? I don't care because, like, I don't need body shamed, and I know the way I look. I'm about to go and wash that chocolate in my hair, and I'll do a video with chocolate in my hair if I want to, so go and fuck your mother, motherfucker. Fuck your, go fuck your, no, what is it, uncle fucker, you're an uncle fucking uncle fucker, you fucked your uncle once, woo, you fucked your uncle twice, yeah, fuck you, we knew, I'm sorry, Nanu, I'm not gonna name her, Nanu knows exactly what I'm talking about. We knew a girl at school who literally was fucking her uncle, and it was amazing, just the fact that we could sing that to her, she'd get so angry, but anyway, yeah, as I was saying, the trans movement, I mean, literally they are eradicating women's sports. They are basically saying, like, to the women, to these feminazis, I'm sorry, but that's what these are, feminazis. They're basically saying, do you know what, we've lived your experience, we know what you're like. Plus they're also, if you've noticed, trans women are very conservative Because think about it, if you believe you're a woman, you're going to be like high-heeled, conservative, I want to get married, I don't believe in gay marriage, that kind of woman, you know? Like a woman's woman. A woman. Not like a blue, I'm going to dye my hair blue and wear like, be covered in tattoos. Like I'm covered in tattoos, but I mean, remember, like, I've got a past, everyone's got a past. So anyone that judges my past, like I said, every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. Remember that. The great Oscar Wilde said that. And that's the truth. So, and also, only God can judge me. Only God can judge me, motherfucker. Only God. I've got, what do you think? I read my Bible every night, like, seriously. This is the only person I'll answer to, is Jesus, is God. I'm not scared of the devil, I'm scared of God. I'm scared of letting God down. But anyway, I'm sorry, I keep going off topic, right? The girl, right? So she's got nowhere to turn to. But I'm telling you, see now that they've accepted the trans women are like saying, yeah, we've lived your experience. We know that it's like to be raped. No, excuse me, you've not lived their experience. You're a 40-year-old man pretending to be a woman. Or you're like someone like Creepy Errol. Like, if you don't know who Creepy Errol is, then check out Revenge of the Sis. And look at Errol. Yeah, Tranny Errol. Freak of nature. He's like the guy from Silence of the Lambs, 100%. I've already done a video about him. He's just very scary. But anyway, yeah, so she's like literally, she came to my channel, she gave me a private email, because I put my email up, I put everything up. She says, listen, I don't really like when you talk about religion, because the God I knew growing up was scary. I was told I was going to go to hell. I was told that there was something wrong with me. And I don't believe people are born that way, but I do believe that there is like maybe a tiny percent of people that are born gay. I do believe that, because she 100%, like, I've met people that were just, you just know they are gay, like, and like, I had an uncle, I don't want to get too personal, but I had an uncle who, because my mum's side's Catholic, he got married very young. He was extremely effeminate, we all knew he was gay, we all knew, but he got married very young, and they had about 7 children, and he waited until every single child was out the house, and then he basically moved out the house with his boyfriend, and we were all like, at first we were like, well, we saw that one coming, right, money up, let's see, like, we all were like placing bets. He was a male nurse, and but like, the thing is, the wife knew, so the wife wasn't heartbroken. They made a deal, like, he must have told her when he said he told her when she said he told her when she was in her early 20s, but she said she always knew. But she just wanted babies, so they made a deal. See, because it was really strict back then, you need to understand, like, the Catholic religion in Ireland and stuff, and, like, being gay, and, like, you'd go to hell, blah, 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 and the way my family was. So, he basically said to her, look, if you're my beard, basically, hashtag Stephen Crowder, then, I'll give you a ball. But the difference is he gave her 7 babies. Stephen Crowder won't even give his wife 1 baby. Maybe that's Canadian. No, but I love Canadians, so that's the thing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't insult Canadians. Sorry, Canadians, I know Stephen Crowder isn't your favourite guy. I mean, he literally abandoned Gavin McGiverness so that he could team up with Glenn Beck. I'm sorry, Crowder fans, come on, I adored Crowder. You check my liked videos. Crowder, if it wasn't for Crowder, I would not be who I am today. Crowder really helped me, like, with Jesus and things like that, and I fell for his American Psycho routine. I fell for all that BS. But see, the second he, like, literally, like, when I saw, like, I pay my staff, and, like, see when he do his cheesy segments, I'd always be like, yeah, they never felt sincere, and it always, I didn't know if he was, like, one of those guys that were, you know, you get guys that pretend they're effeminate so that they can, like, pump your blood. Pump means, like, have sex with your girlfriend. Or I didn't know if he was just bisexual or just full on gay, because I mean, he fucking loves to be naked. And so these Americans, like, yeah, I'm a true American. I watch Crowder, and I buy a Walther gun. Like, as such a Revenge of the Sis against it. Like, yeah, excuse me. He's a Montrealan Canadian that sells Canadian guns. Who fucked over his best friend Gavin McGuinness, lured him over to quit his job, says, quit your job and come and work for me, then fucked Gavin McGuinness over, and then fucking teamed up with Glenn Beck, who's on CNN like every fucking second day. And everybody know who, in America, you know who the fuck Glenn Beck is. He's a fucking liberal through and through. Like, he works at Compound TV. I mean, if you read the comments, I mean, Stephen, stop deleting your comments. Every single one, even your fucking, like, hardcore fans have been turning around saying, Stephen, we've supported you for everything. Like, the doing this, the doing that, the fact that you're maybe a bit gay, the fact that you can't even give your wife a child and you're in your late 30s and you're moaning about people like they should have more children, why don't you have children? But I mean, we can't support this. I'm sorry, I cannot support you. Basically teaming up with Glenn Beck. And the funny thing is, like, he goes on about, yeah, I've got fibromyalgia and it's so bad and blah blah blah. Do you not think I'm ill? Do you not think I've got pains? Like, I take seizures. Like, I've like been attacked. Like, I don't go on about it. Like, yes, I made a video because I was like, literally, for my political beliefs, they cut me down on my anti-seizure medication because I take fits because I'm like punch drunk, even though I'm not a fighter, but because I've been hit in the head that many times. You know, I just need a good few more punches in the head. They said it could take just 2 more really hard punches from a guy with steroids and I'd be dead because I've been punched in the head that many times from my ex. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's why I take seizures. But yeah, seriously, Crowder, and he deletes his comments. Have you not noticed that? Like, you'll put a comment up, because I've wrote so many comments and then they're gone and you're like, Crowder, you're such a fag, seriously. Like, oh, but, and then the boomers are like, yeah, but he says tranny. Like, so fucking what? I say tranny, like, tranny. Like, trannies say tranny, and now trannies are not allowed to say tranny. But anyway, back to the story. So this girl, this lady, she's like, listen, I was a liberal my whole life. I'm a lesbian. I've got nowhere to turn. I can't go to the LGBT community because there's trans people that are saying they've lived the same experience as me and they fucking haven't. They've never, like, been raped. She was raped. That's why she'd been abused as a child. That's why she became a lesbian. Like, I don't know if that's why she became a lesbian, but she became a lesbian anyway. Cut her hair short. She says she cut her hair short because she didn't want men looking at her. Because she does have a beautiful face, so I don't know if she was born that way. I don't know, but anyway. She doesn't hate men, though. She's actually quite a nice lassie, and she says, the only places I can turn to are conservative networks because you're the only ones that seem to accept me for who I am, and you agree that Sharia is incompatible, that their ideology, the ideology of the Quran is not, it's not compatible with the West at all. I mean, the Bible didn't talk about politics, the Bible didn't talk about things. So she's got nowhere to turn. So people like her, where do they go? I mean, the poor lassie, I mean, she doesn't want to sit and listen to me talk about religion because, I mean, that has obviously hurt her a lot. And I can get that. I totally understand that. And I'm so sorry. And if you're listening, darling, I'm so sorry. I promise I won't talk about, I'll do some videos where I don't talk about religion. It's just for me, it helped me. That's all. It helped me. But I totally understand why it wouldn't help you. But yeah, I'm telling you, please do not be surprised. I mean, they've already got children as young as 4 or 5 years old reading mummy and mummy books, daddy and daddy books. I mean, like, no matter, like, again, lesbians, like, might be like, oh yeah, but that's okay. But no, like, do you agree with if you had a child, do you want your children learning about, like, kind of sex and things, like, stuff like that? Like, they shouldn't know about stuff like that until, like, they're like, you get what I'm saying? It's just not right. So please, tell me what you think, and I'd love to say God bless the Queen, but I think David Icke's right. Then she's a lizard person. I'm sorry, but I love David Icke. I know he's crazy, but he's like the Alex Jones of the UK. Like, he says things like the frogs are gay. There's always a bit of truth in what he says. You need to understand David Icke. He knows a lot of he's very good at conspiracies, and he knows a lot of the stuff he says is true, but he, like, exaggerates it so that he gets attention. But yeah, like, I do like him. Like, obviously I don't believe everything he says. I'm not a complete, like, I'm not like that brain, like, drunk, punch drunk. But yeah, seriously, like, just anyway, I'd love to say God save the Queen, but I don't really want her to be saved. I want her to be. I think another crusade needs to happen. I'm not saying we should have a crusade. I'm just saying that right now Christians are the most persecuted people in the world. Full stop. Think about South Africa, think about Nigeria, think about Sri Lanka, think about the whole world. Just Google, like, Christians slaughtered all of the world right now. And, I mean, in this last year alone, it was over 19,000. This year's well over that, and it's not even the year. So seriously, and I mean, just because 50 Muslims got killed. Anyway, God bless you all, and I'm out. Peace, bye. Bye.